Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen and ladies, girls and boys and girls, how are you tonight? Oh, you know what it is? It's Friday. It's Friday. And we're getting it in. We're going to get it in tonight. We're going to get it in tonight. Tonight, we're going to get it in. Tonight. Just a little bit inspirational minutes with David. If you got this far in the beginning of this video, already hit the subscribe button right now. Hit it right freaking now. Because I'm not playing today. Not playing with you today. Or tonight, I should say. I mean, the alarm is going off. And we're hearing all kind of things, you know. And I read an article, you know, a few days ago. And it was like, oh my God, oh, wow. And the name of the article is pretty deep. It's profound. It's really profound. The name of the article that I read, I'm going to read it with you guys and girls and ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to read it with you today. I'm looking for it. Great article. It's called, Are You Unconsciously? Are you unconsciously? Are you unconsciously a slave? You know, and that word slave, it has a, you know, it has a real profound, pungent meaning and connotation behind it. You know, we don't want to be called a slave. But or have we? I had to question myself. Have you, fly optician, have you been unconsciously living as a slave? Hit the subscribe button. Get that over with. Hit the bell notifications so you'll know when we're on with Inspirational Minutes with David. Are you a slave? Are you unconsciously a slave? And this video is not for everyone. It was a post I think I had on one of my social media pages a year ago, a year and a half ago. But this video is not for everyone. This is not for the, you know, this is not for the herd. You know, it's not for the sheep. It's not for the sheepo. This is for the people who want to remain awake and trying to wake up from their slumber. You know, you've been sleeping a little too long. So, with that being said, let me continue. This is not for the sheeple. It's not for the herd. This is for the people that know something is terribly wrong. This is for the people that they get it. They get it. You know, when I talk about a topic or when I post a topic, and I say they really look at the bigger picture. Not for the people that continuously come up here to argue and try to, you know, contest or argue, get into a verbal fight with me, but I know verbal judo, black belt by the way, verbally, but they want to get into a little verbal fight with me about the little details and you know, the little details of some things they feel like I missed, but they missed the whole point. They missed the whole point, the entire point. Now, if you have been experiencing an awakening of sorts, and you realize there's something bigger, there's something bigger at stake here. If you can look at most people and see clearly how they're being led by sheep, and you used to be, and me as well. I used to be one of them. I used to be a sheeple before I became a full person. That's part of the people. they are awakening their third eye. This is for you. This video is for you. If you thought of how far gone most of society is, and it hurts you, and sometimes you feel like it's hopeless, or that you are all alone, that people are thinking, you feel all alone, and then people think that you're crazy. They not seeing where they at, that they been led around and led right off the cliff. They thinking that something's wrong with you. This video, this inspirational minutes is for you. You see, everyone complains about long videos that I have, 20 minutes to 25 minutes to 27 minutes to even 30. They complain sometimes. Oh, he has a long video. But most of them have very short attention plans or very short attention spans. That's why they can be led and spanned out 6 feet apart with their short attention span. They will follow the plan and be led right off the cliff into the abyss. Spiritually, emotionally, financially, physically, mentally. It goes on and on and on. So you can stop here, because if you have a short attention span and you don't want a long video and you don't want to hear about the things that we talk about on Inspirational Minutes with David, with the Fly Optician, you can stop right here and get the hell off my video. Hell off our video. You see, there's no entertainers or celebrities or fluff fake or anything fun in this video, or the videos that you have sneaked and watched. So I'm saving you the trouble. Log off right now. Log off! But if you are in an awakening moment in your life, and if you dare, and you have the temerity, the gall, stay on and listen. And let's scratch each other brains and minds. Let's get spiritually profound with each other. And let's go into the lesson. I'm just trying to help you see a little bit. I'm just trying to clear your vision. Maybe you need some glasses. Maybe you need glasses. Physically, glasses to open up your vision. Yeah. So I'm saving you the trouble. Get off. Now to everyone else, and even the people in the back, let's go. Today's world is a strange place. We're inundated and flooded with signals from early in life, encouraging us, imbuing us, each of us, to walk a particular path, establishing blinders on us. Blinders, what I talk about all the time, establishing blinders. You can't see it, but it's there. Subconsciously, unconsciously. Some people know they have blinders on. That's really, woo! That's a fool right there. But establishing blinders on us along the way, in order to discourage us from looking for alternatives to what the herd is doing or thinking. Now, the following 16 signals or signs that you're a slave to the matrix, which we are in, are meant purely an observational approach to helping you identify the areas of your life where you may be missing an opportunity to liberate and free yourself from the system's self-destructive design. Self-destructive design for your life. Drop a bomb on that one. Are you ready? Are you ready to have your mind blown up? Here are 16 things that show most of us are still slaves to the matrix. that we're being indoctrinated into since we come out the womb. Number one. Oh my Lord. Number one. You pay taxes to people you like to see locked up in jail. This is perhaps the biggest indicator that we're slaves to the matrix. The traditional notion of slavery conjures up images of people in shackles forced to work on plantations. Oh, don't we know? To work on plantations to support rich plantation owners. But the modern day version of this forced taxation, where our incomes are automatically docked even before we even see the money. It's docked before we even see the money. It's already taken out before you get your money. Regardless of whether or not we approve of how the money is spent. Going to the rabbit hole. Come with me. Jump in. Number two. You go to the doctor, but you're still sick. They don't cure anything. You're still sick. Modern medical care, for all its scientific progress, has sadly become sick care. Not cure, sick care. Where we rarely advise to eat well and tend to our mental and physical health, but instead we're routinely advised to consume expensive medications and procedures that are pushed by the for-profit healthcare matrix. Number three. It's going to touch a few nerves right here. Number three. You pick Team Democrat, or Republican clans and argue with your friends, family, and co-workers about politics. This is what the control strategy of divide and conquer looks like in our society, people. Both our major parties are corrupt through and through, and independent candidates are not even allowed to participate in public debates. By believing in one of those parties or one of these parties and burning your personal energy, you're just dry wasting your energy on getting in a debate with any of the ordinary people, you'll turn over your soul to the matrix. And doing your share and making sure that we, the people, Declaration of Independence, will never be united against corruption. Number four, once I say more, you work hard doing something you hate to earn flat dollars, or fiat dollars, Work is very imperative. It's important. And money does pay the bills. It's our way of life to get it going, to have the life that we currently have. However, so many people lose the best years of their lives doing things they hate just for money. The truth about money today is that we do not have money, but instead, inflationary fiat currency that is privately owned and manipulated. Oh, the game is real, people. The game is real. And since it's still necessary to get by in the world, it's the best that you get more value of your time by doing something you enjoy or by working with people you do not despise. You know, I tell young people this all the time. I tell them this all the time. Find your passion, okay? Find what your passion is. And once you find your passion, it's going to push you into your purpose. And if your purpose, and once you find your passion, and your passion, you find your passion where it can make a financial gain for you that will push you into your purpose. It's not like working and like I get paid to do this. I get paid to do what I love and what I like around people that I love and like, and I'm helping society. I'm helping the world. I'm helping bring good back to the world. I'm helping mankind become humanity once again. So it's easier than you think to live on less money than we believe we need, people. We just have to be willing to go against the grain and truly realize this. Number 5, are you willing to accrue personal debt to fund the acquisition of consumer ordinary lifestyle? Each time a credit card is swiped, it creates digits on the balance sheets of the banks that are most involved with the financial looting, stealing, looting, purging, looting of the world today. These digits are then multiplied electronically by a fractional reserve system, which exponentially increases the power of these institutions. To participate in this, and by agreeing to pay this fake money back with interest, the game is real, in order to maintain a certain lifestyle, it's a strong indication that you're bound by one of the main tenets of the matrix, consumerism. Are you a slave unconsciously? Number 6, you converse with real people about ongoing happenings on television, T-E-L-L-L-I-E, vision, about what happened on television and TV shows. Television is the most potent tool used for mind control and programming that is available. While certainly cool, fun, or entertaining, it's geared to reinforce certain behaviors amongst the masses. Oh, it's real. Television. Tell lies and get into your vision where you're living a lie, dramatizing the ego's importance over sexualizing everything, glorifying violence, and teaching submissiveness to phony authority are the main features of modern TV, or modern television. By taking what is happening on screen and making it a part of your real freaking life, you're doing your job of supporting the Matrix's desire to confuse us about the nature of reality, proving there's something that doesn't have to actually happen in order for it to feel real to the people. I said it right, sheeple. Number 7, you don't have anything to hide from total surveillance. If it does not bother you that someone somewhere working for somebody is watching you, that someone working is watching you, watching me, watching us, if that don't bother you, then you have no more privacy. The big brother is watching everything. He's like Santa Claus. You better not sleep, you better not cry. Santa Claus is watching and coming to town. Listen to your conversation and monitoring your movements. Then you're a good slave to the Matrix. Invisible surveillance is an insidious, dangerous, insidious form of adult control. And by using the logic of, I have nothing to hide, therefore, it will do me no harm to be surveyed. Then you're mindlessly conceding that you have an earthly master and are not of sovereign of your own mind, thoughts, and body. Number 8, you think the world would be safer if only the control your mental had guns. This is a violent world that we live in. And criminals engage in criminality against the honest people at every level of society, including from within the government. Oh, the big criminals. Sure, in a perfect world, weapons would be necessary for everyone, but sadly, our world is anything but perfect. And firearms are indeed a very effective form of protection against common criminals and abusive governments alike. The willingness To forego your right to self-defense is a sign that you are regulated personal responsibility to someone else. Having the masses abdicate, take away your personal responsibility is one of the most important and requisite aspects of controlling them. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Matrix. You normally drink fluorified water, fluorified or fluoridated water. Normally, I mean, you just know that something is in the water. Fluoridated water, I should say. All the health debates taking place today, people, the topic of fluoridated water is the easiest to understand and understand, for it is toxic byproduct of an industrial process. Poison it is. Water is supposed to be fluoridated to aid in dental health, which is debatable in itself on the cool. Let's just be real. But is this worse so than the involuntary fluoridation of public water is a medication where even your consent? We didn't agree upon that. We the people, we didn't agree to have fluorine in our water, to have our water fluoridation, which can cause all kind of cancer, drive you crazy, put calcium upon your third eye. We didn't, that wasn't our consent. That's another form of slavery. Knowing this and continue to drink fluoridated water is a sign that you have content with your slavery to the Matrix. Number 10, let's roll. We're getting there. You normally consume toxic poisons like MSG and aspartame, aspartame. These two chemicals are widely known to be toxic to the human body. Knowing this and continue to poison yourself with tasty but chemical-laden processed foods is a sign that the Matrix has programmed you to place less value on your health and future than your immediate gratification. You know, you get that aha, ooh, it tastes so good, ooh, and that's only just seconds and it's going away, but what it's doing inside your body days and months and years after, oh, it's a food. Number 11, you depend on the parasummical industrial complex, but you know, where you go get your medicine, you know, optical pharmacists, I always tell people, you depend on the pharmaceutical industrial complex for the management of your own mental health. The use of psychotic medications is rising rapidly in our society because people have been convinced that mental and emotional states can be classified as diseases, while the truth about natural mental health has been obfuscated, confused by corporate media for profit medical establishment. If you're taking psychiatric medications, oh my, then you are under one of the most potent forms of mind control available, people. Part of this control is to convince you that you have no authority over your own goddamn mind. This is perhaps the Matrix's most terrible lie. It may be the Matrix's most terrible prevarication, the most terrible lie. And by willingly taking these psychiatric medication, you are conforming to the worst kind of slavery, people, and inhibiting your natural mental and emotional responses to the, oh my God, to the life stressors that are signaling you that you need to change your behavior. And you also need to change your habits. Number 12, must I go on? You haven't stopped watching your local and national fake news programming. The mainstream news media is a tool of control and manipulation. It's not even real. Mainstream news is a tool of control and manipulation. And I've been part of it. I used to be a news junkie. You know, I used to be a real news, MSNBC news junkie. For real. Until I found out it was fake. It was programming. I started going to all different channels. They were saying the same thing, programming us. The mainstream news media is a tool of control manipulation, people. And by continuing to support their ideas and worldviews by giving them your attention, you're volunteering to be a slave to this not so subtle form of mental programming. Even the local news is scripted and acted out and written out just for your programming. So even the local news in your little towns and cities and my news and environments, it's fake too. They are scripted as well. Sensation, you know, who can get the ratings up with sensation and lies and prevarication to keep you afraid. Fake expectations of appearing real keep you afraid, to fear everything and run. But we're going to be on the opposite side of that, because we're going to face everything and rise. Again, even the local news is scripted at the national levels of agents, a handful of corporations tasked with shaping our opinions of events. Number 13, you're more concerned with televised sports or other mindless distractions than you are with equality of your own national environment. The deep water horizon, Alberto Torre sands, the rise of fracking, the sacrifice of the Amazon are all life-changing events that will severely impact our future on planet Earth, on Mother Earth. To be unconcerned with all of this while turning into a never-ending stream of sports trivia and distraction-based living is a sign that your sense of self-preservation has been stolen and replaced with an impulsive tendency for triviality, jokes, and escapism. Number 14, you're skeptical of any area of your life that hasn't been proven or validated by modern science. The very essence of science is the inquiry into the unknown, implying that until science can grasp something, it is unexplainable. By discrediting or ridiculing experiences that other people have, which yet invade scientific understanding or overstanding, like near-death experiences, apportion, or the life-changing effects of ayahuasca, ayahuasca, then you are hurriedly reducing your understanding of the world to a narrow range of possibilities. The matrix is made possible by the efforts of volunteer gatekeepers who are unwilling to think outside the box. Number 15, you never question the popularized version of ancient history and origins of our civilization. There are many unanswered questions about the origins of the human race that point into a different version of human history, his story, than what is taught in school. School teachers be working. School teach you their programs so you can be programmed. Read your history questions. They refuse to be taught in school. They're not going to do that. They're going to keep you stuck on stupid. You know, they refuse to answer in school to discover some of the many ways in which our history has been hijacked by never questioning what we have been told about our origin. We are acquiescing to many of the imposed belief systems and narrow-minded, banded views of human potential that the Matrix promotes. Number 16. we have arrived. Number 16. You haven't yet realized that you are infinite consciousness, a spiritual being, infinite, the key word, infinite consciousness, expressing yourself as humans. And when you realize those things and really start to question them, that's when the awakening begins. Those symptoms, now I'm going to give you some symptoms that we're going to talk about, shared by majority of people experiencing awakenings. Number 1, you feel as though your life is false. Everything that you have built up, believed, and worked toward seems false. Your life doesn't feel as though it's your own anymore. You begin to waken. The crust is coming off your third eye. The crust in the mud is being wiped away from your eyes. You're beginning to wake up to what's going on in the world around you and to the matrix. Number 2, you'll start craving for meaning and purpose. You'll deeply desire to find the meaning of your life. Your life. Find the meaning of your life so you can help your babies. And your babies can help their babies. And the generation can help the next generations and the generations to come. You have no idea what your purpose is, but you want to desperately find it. So find your passion. Find your passion. It's going to lead you straight into your purpose. Number 3, you realize that a lot of what you've been taught is a freaking lie. It's a lie. You've been lied to. You've been prevaricated and lied to many times all throughout your life. You've been lied to. You start to see how many beliefs, ideals, and values are not actually your own, but other people's, are inherited from your culture. Number 4, you feel completely lost and alone. Nothing in your life seems to make sense anymore. You feel as though you're wandering through an endless wilderness, just out there, just lost in the wilderness or a desert. But you're longing because you want to know, because it's inside you. We're infinite consciousness, having a human, express ourselves as humans. And everyone's human experience will be different. But we're all one infinite spiritual energy consciousness. So you feel alone in the desert, wandering, and foe. And as a vagabond, you feel completely alone and cut off from the sheeple. 5, you see through the illusions. The illusions, you are beginning to see through the illusions of society. Materialism, success, and profit no longer mean anything to you. You start feeling as though you're a cog in a machine of society. Number 6, you see how unhappy people are. You see how unhappy most people are. I had to rephrase that. You're awakening to the unhappiness and suffering of others. You may start to explore activism or read more about the human conditions. Is it tormenting you to realize how much pain there is in this world? You are beginning to have an awakening through those 6 points. You are beginning to not only understand, we've been understanding a long time. You have got up in it, and now you are understanding. And once you get up in it, you're going to move around it like a cocoon. And your wings are going to burst out and break the crust off your pineal gland and the mud off your eyes, and you will be able to fly. Fly, optician, that is, you'll be able to fly into your awakening. It's time. It is time for your awakening. Have you been unconsciously living as a slave? It's time to free yourself. Free yourself. Evolve. Learn. Grow. Know. Spread the knowledge, the love. Let out vulnerable emotions and get vulnerable to self. Free yourself. Take the chains off your brain, off your mind. Stop being so closed-minded. Free yourself. Can I hold you to it? Can I hold you to it? Can I hold you to it? My name is David. I am the Fly Optician. I love me. And when I love me, I love you. And when you love you, you love me in return. This video, Inspirational Minutes with David, is probably one of my longest. I'm just trying to get that, trying to shake up some things. And if it's too long for you, get the hell off the video. We're the end now. We have made it. I love you. I love you in truth. Until next time. Peace.